All right, well, I only have one other story, and this just dropped. I think it dropped today. Yeah, it did. So you guys, well, if you remember back, Xbox had integrated this kind of Discord integration.
Yep.
They're like, okay, we're going to kind of come work with Discord here, and we're going to do some stuff. Turns out all that it really was is you can link your Xbox account to your Discord, and then when you're in Discord, if you're playing a game on your Xbox, it'll say, so-and-so's playing this.
Yep.
Like Chris is playing Forza Horizon. Which, I mean, sure, that's fine to let people know what you're playing. And then when next time you're in Discord, y'all can have a conversation like, oh, yeah, I went on the loopity-doop for this Legos thing, and it was so awesome, too. Did you love that? And that's fine, but it's like, it's very limited. Like, it's almost like you're saying that you have Discord integration really just to say it.
Right,
I mean, the headlines makes more sense than what it is you're actually getting out of it. Then a couple months go by, or actually it was I think it was a year or so. And then there starts being these murmurings that Discord's up for sale and that possibly Microsoft's going to buy them. And then the next thing we know, we get this PlayStation blog where they're like, hey, we've partnered with Discord and we're going to be bringing Discord integration to the PlayStation. And then I think it was a little bit after that, they then did another one. They said, we made a minority investment in Discord. And so like they're really buddying up with Discord. And I'm like, all right, this is cool. But when this drops for PlayStation, I'm hard pressed to believe it's not going to be just the same thing Microsoft already has, where you just link your thing and it says what you're playing on your PlayStation. It drops, and sure enough, that's what it is.
Yep.
It just basically tells people what I'm playing if I link up the two accounts. Now, they did say that more stuff would be coming, and they did say that the more stuff that would be coming would be in early 2022, and right now it's July, so I don't feel like it's early 2022 anymore.
It's halfway over.
Yeah, so the thought was, at least from my perspective, I was like, what everybody really wants, the main thing they want with Discord is voice chat. Because then you can play, especially now that crossplay is becoming even a bigger thing where PC and console people are teaming up a lot. It makes the most sense to have Discord chat because most people on PC use Discord for chat, and then you can just easily link up that way. And I'm still holding out hope that that's something that's going to come along. But yet again, Xbox and Microsoft have kind of beat PlayStation to the punch in this area because Discord and Microsoft are bringing Discord voice calls to Xbox. Now, it's a little wonky, it seems, in how it works. I don't know that I fully understand it. So I'm just going to actually read this verbatim, this article that I think was from The Verge that kind of goes over it. It says the process to connect your Xbox to your Discord accounts for starting up voice chat is pretty involved, according to them. They said first, you have to download the Xbox mobile app. You have to use your phone to transfer Discord calls to an Xbox. Then you have to connect your Xbox account to your Discord one. And if you've connected them in the past, you'll have to redo the connection because now there's new terms for this deal to go through. But once you've done the new connection the first time, you shouldn't have to reconnect it again, but the calls still all go through your phone. So you're essentially like slinging them to your Xbox in essence. So every time you want to do a Discord call, if I'm understanding this correctly, you have to enable it and set it up and make it be a thing through your phone.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of reminiscent in a weird way of like the way that Nintendo was doing it, where you had to do all your voice chat through your phone. Now it's not exactly the same because you could actually get it to where you're just voice chatting through the Xbox on Discord. Supposedly whenever it's right now, it's out for some of the insiders, and it's going to be rolling out to more insiders. And then ultimately a little bit later on, it's going to obviously open up to everybody.
Yeah.
But it sounds cool, and I'm glad to have it. And I want to have that option there. It does sound a little more convoluted than I would have expected it would have been, especially through the Microsoft side. And the only thing that can make me think that if at all PlayStation does this same thing and it's any better, it only has to be because they made that whole minority investment and everything like that. Because to my knowledge, Microsoft never did an investment in Discord. They just had a partner relationship, which is fine. But there may have been some deal that PlayStation did if their way that they do this down the road is any more seamless. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume it's going to continue following suit. I mean, Microsoft did this thing, then PlayStation did it. Microsoft is doing this. Maybe PlayStation will do the exact same thing, and you'll have to sling it through your phone and everything. I'm not exactly sure. I'd be curious to know the technical reasons of why they have to do it this way, because there's several things that my Xbox does that I love that I wish my PlayStation did. Like, for instance, I love, so I have a headset, an older Turtle Beach headset, but it just connects wirelessly to my Xbox. I don't have to have a little USB dongle plugged in or any of that kind of stuff. It just connects and they just talk to each other. Even with Sony's own headsets, the Pulse and then those two, actually the three that they just came out with, although only two of them are wireless, they're expensive wireless headsets, like $230, $300 headsets.
Yeah.
You still have to use a dongle to do them. They can't just connect directly. It's like, why can't you just figure that kind of thing out? And then it's like, why is that not working? So there's several little things like that Xbox does that is just a little bit more seamless. This like, okay, well, I hope that the PlayStation could figure out to do something similar because this is a great user experience. At the end of the day, it's not like the end of the world. It's just, it'd be nicer to have a little bit of a quality of life thing.
Right.
So I'll be curious whenever something like this comes to PlayStation, which I'm assuming is going to happen considering all the stuff that they said and that they said more integration is coming. But kudos to Xbox for finally getting Discord going because I feel like across the board, wherever you are, that's really what most people are wanting. I mean, right. I personally have not found voice chat on PlayStation or Xbox to be bad. I think they're actually, from the Xbox One generation forward, I think they both have been great. But just from a seamless standpoint, especially with all the crossplay things, I think it just makes more sense just to use Discord. Partner with them, just make the party go through them, which seems like Xbox is doing in some fashion or another.
Yeah.
And really, Chris, that's the only reason why you would use this is for cross-platform gaming, right? Because I wouldn't see the need for anything other than that at this point.
I mean, that's the only reason that I can see to use it. The thing that I like about it, and back before the PS5 and Xbox Series came out, when we were at the tail end of the PS4 and Xbox One generation, my friend Kale and I, we would play like Call of Duty or whatever, and we had a friend who played with us, but he was on Xbox. And we were forced to use game chat, which is horrible.
Right.
Because we couldn't use Discord because we're all playing on consoles. Now, I play at a desk where my computer's here, and I could have connected it and used Discord. And I think Kale could have done it too, but our buddy, like, that's a little more over his head, and then he would have to do this through his phone, and there's just way too much to go through. So we were forced to use Discord, or game chat. It would have been great if something like this integration was plugged in back then because that would have made it so much easier. Now it's a little bit different because he has a PS5 and we're all in the same kind of ecosystem playing on there. But yeah, I think that in those situations like that, or if you're wanting to team up with your buddy that's playing on PC, that's where it makes the most sense to utilize Discord because it's a cross-platform service.
Yeah.
Ed, I think in your stream you've used Discord voice chat before, haven't you? Because I remember we played Overwatch one time. And man, everybody sounded incredible through it. It was really good. It sounds
really good. I definitely will, just because I play at my computer, I'll probably continue to use it on the computer, but it does sound really nice.
Yeah, it sounded really, really good.
Yeah.